Welcome to the webinar on how to invoice for your certified and basic training courses. First of all, you're going to go to the website certifiedtraining.sendoutcards.com, and you'll notice there's no www. Just simply type in certifiedtraining.sendoutcards.com, and you're going to log in with your username and password for Sendout Cards. Next, you'll see on the left-hand side where it only lists three things: My Training Events, Create an Event, or Invoice an Attendee. So there are only three simple things to do here. You're going to want to create an event before you have a meeting, or even before you have a one-on-one with someone or a small meeting. And you're going to go ahead and click on Create an Event to do that. It's going to ask you if you'd like to create a basic training or a certified training, and you can choose whichever one you choose. Next, it's going to ask you for the event name. It's going to ask you for the event date and location. And you can create an event either in the future or even in the past. If you've already done a training for someone, the system will still let you enter that. You're going to enter the time and be sure to choose AM or PM. You're going to enter the event name, and you want to enter the address as well. And the zip code. Next, you'll see that it already has your trainer SOC ID listed, so just be sure that's correct. And you can enter the event capacity, if it was 2 people or 100 people, an email address for you, which is already filled in, and you can even enter an event website. This is if you already have a registration site, you can enter that here and people will know where to register for your event. You can enter special instructions, and at the bottom it lets you choose whether you want this published to the event listing site or whether it's going to be private. If you're entering something from your home, you probably don't want to publish it, but go ahead and publish it if it's something in the future that you'd like to invite other people to. Then at the bottom, you're going to press Save, and it will take you back to your training events. Now, the reason you need to do this is that it will generate an event ID number for you, and every event does need to have an event ID. You'll see that if we go into any event ID and it has different, show 10, 20, 40 per page. If you go into an event and click on View Event, it's going to show you the attendee's name that you've invoiced for, their ID number, whether they've paid, whether it's been verified, approved by compliance, and submitted for commission. Now, after you do an event, you do have to mail in the form, and I'm going to show you how you'll invoice for that attendee and then mail in the form. So first of all, when you go into an event, you want to click on Invoice an Attendee for this event. You're going to enter the ID number of that person, and you're going to hit Go. It will come up with a name, and you want to make sure that it's the person that you're asking about, and then you're going to go ahead and hit I certify and hit Invoice an Attendee for this event. You want to double check and make sure that that's the right person before you hit Invoice an Attendee. Now, if you're on this main screen and you're not the creator of an event, but you've been given the event ID, you just simply click on Invoice an Attendee, and you're going to enter the event ID and hit Continue. You'll type in that person's ID number and hit Go. And then you're just going to verify that that is the person, certify, and hit Invoice an Attendee for this event. So once again, you can create an event if you are the originator of the event and you're going to want to invoice for those people. And if you've attended someone else's event, you just simply invoice for that event by clicking on Invoice an Attendee and enter that event ID number that you were given. So as you can see, all of your training events will be listed that you've created, and you can also invoice for people with other events, and you'll see those events appear. Now, finally, you're going to want to mail in a hard copy or fax a copy of the certified training invoice or basic training invoice. And you'll see right in the center in the box where you're supposed to mail that. So be sure to go ahead and have them sign it, you sign it, put the event ID number on it, and mail it or fax it into the information on the form. And that's how you certify and train an invoice for a new distributor.